Stepped on the scene, dripped in saline. Whole crew shining, call me Mr. Clean. Came in from the back, walked right to the front. Dancing to the music, smoking on the. Got the women smiling, punk grilling me, looking all dusty. Black Force energy, I don't even drink, but the team pop bottles. Not here for the beef, but the Glock holds hollows. Think I'm cocky, but I think I'm worse. In this flexing like a Mr. Universe.
You are now tuned into the Boxing Bros. I'm Caden. I'm here with my co-host.
What's going on, everybody? It's the Commissioner, Trill Dollar Bill.
What's going on, everyone? This is G. Please forgive me having some technical difficulties, but I'm in here.
And it's your boy, 30BE. What up, world?
All right. Jumping right in, the first topic we're going to discuss on Boxing Bros is Frank Warren confirms Fury will not be ready to fight Usyk on December 23rd. We'll take a listen to what Frank had to say. He's also said this on numerous sports sites, so we'll just take a listen and then we'll discuss this in greater detail.
23rd of December, are we still going with that?
No, it won't be.
Yeah.
It won't be.
What's his injuries? Is there any injuries?
It's a tough fight, and if he goes into it will time out to heal his body. Time that takes, then get back into camp. He'll only have about 5 or 6 weeks training, so it's not bad.
So you heard what Frank said. Fury has some injuries and the timing and everything. He doesn't think that fight's going to happen. You know, you heard Trill Dollar Bill chuckle, so I'm going to throw it over to Trill, man. What's your reaction to that?
He got 2 paper cuts. And you trying to... I don't know, man. You got 2 paper cuts, and you're trying to push it all the way back to next year. You know? Listen, y'all gotta do me a favor. I'm gonna end this off sweet, right? 3 words. I want Undisputed. If you feel the same way, just say it in the comments section, because I'm starting to feel like I'm being a brat. So if you agree with me and you want Undisputed, just saying I want Undisputed, and we're gonna add it all up, because that's all I want. I want Undisputed, and it don't look like we're gonna get it. 2 paper cuts. And we're moving into February.
Yeah, and just to add to that, the IBF's talking about possibly forcing Usyk to fight Herkovich in the meantime. So
this is great.
Yeah.
This is crazy. I don't know. Let him go in there with Chuck Liddell or somebody. You know what I'm saying?
I don't let Usyk get a crossover fight.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh. All right, G.
I mean, I knew this all along, you know. I knew this was a part of the script. Well, I'm telling you,
this dude, G, dog.
I promise you, this was planned out since day one. Like when Usyk was like, "Oh, they have to honor their contract," I'm like, "No, they don't, bro. All it takes is for one person to get injured and for a physician to say, hey, unfortunately, you know, Tyson Fury is not capable of fighting in December. Boom, we have to push it back." And then now they have Usyk's team has nothing. You know what I mean? They just have to wait, you know? And so, and the reason why I felt like this is a part of the script, because again, WBC also allowed Ngannou now to be ranked. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, yo, why is this happening? Unless it's a win-win for everyone. Fury gets to extend his time between now and the Usyk fight. Ngannou now gets to become ranked within the WBC. So then now Fury doesn't get stripped or anything. There's no, there's nobody opposing him having his title or whatever. They're like, it benefits everyone. And then after that fight, Frank Warren literally said it in the ring in front of Usyk. He was like, yeah, I don't know about this December date. And I'm just like, it's already written in stone, bro. It's already prophesied. They're going to hit Usyk with the okie doke. So it just is what it is, man. Usyk just has to stay sharp. And it's another thing that's kind of crazy. I remember last night when they interviewed Zhang at the FA fight, and they were like, yo, it's looking like FA is not going to be able to fight the champion until 2025. I'm like, yo, what is taking this this like a fight so long? Like, why does a mandatory challenger have to wait that long just to fight the champ? It's outrageous, man. But again, it's just typical politics in boxing. In
You
boxing,
meant Zhang wasn't going to be able to fight the champ
yeah, they
until
literally, they
I mean,
talked
you
to
said
Zhang.
FA, and I
No,
was just like almost.
no, they said
half
Zhang.
holding.
They interviewed Zhang,
Okay. Yeah,
and it was like, yo, you're not gonna be able to
yeah,
fight
yeah.
Usyk until like probably 2025. I said, what? 2025? I was like, all right, man, I'm good. You know. So
All right, Ned the TBE.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy that all of this comes out after what Fury was supposed to do. If Fury exceeded expectations against Ngannou, then we probably would be looking at this fight in December 23rd. But with all the nonsense going on, with all I think Fury got a blow to his confidence from his performance where you just lost to an MMA fighter. Well, you didn't lose. Well, he showed you not all that, and I didn't expect this, but it's expected because it's part of boxing. Like G said, Fury, Usyk got to stay sharp, and Fury, you gotta take boxing more serious, man, because you never know. Any given Saturday, like Trill says, you never know when your favorite fighter could lose or get upset. And when the time comes, we already know what time it is, because they're just delaying my payday, and that's that.
Ned, you always say someone needs to take boxing more serious. In your opinion, who takes boxing seriously? Because according to you, no one does. So I just
My first example, Tyson Fury. Second example, from the heavyweights, I go Dillian, Andy Ruiz. They don't take it serious. Like, they don't take the importance of the moment they're in. And when things go left, they go running behind, making excuses, things like that. Or they have people cover up for them. So,
all right. I got you. I'm following that. That actually wasn't a bad answer. All right. So I'm not surprised, but when people say it's a script, this is not a script. And it doesn't benefit everyone because Tyson Fury came from this scripted event looking horrible with his value diminished. People are looking at Fury like, yo, you were overrated. You were never that good. People's looking at his resume now saying you have 6 title fights and 4 of them against people you already beaten. So, I'm just saying Fury really isn't coming off looking that good. And I don't think that he would have agreed to a script like that, just knowing Tyson Fury and the way he moves. Go ahead, G.
remember, we listened to the media interview like afterwards in the fight when they talked to Usyk about the performance. Usyk and just last night when they talked to Zhang, and Zhang and Usyk both said the same thing. They were like, yo, listen, he's fighting a UFC guy, so you can't base the performance, Tyson Fury's skill based off of that performance. They're not stupid. Like, I'm telling you, they all know it's all a hustle, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a hustle. Just like when Mayweather fought McGregor, it was a hustle. You know what I'm saying? It's like Mayweather even like predicted the round he was gonna knock him out. All of that stuff. Like, yo, it's like these dudes are just carrying on the fight because they know this is big money. Now, if they do a part 2, there's a bigger payday, for both gentlemen. You know what I mean? Like, so I think Tyson Fury's smart enough. He understands the business of boxing and sports and entertainment. Hey, it's okay to look like you lost because in the rematch, we all eat. I'm telling you, this guy knows what he's doing, man. This is the same guy that hit us with Wilder 1, 2, and 3. Come on, man.
All right, so let's be realistic. That comparison is not accurate. It's flawed for this very reason. Mayweather didn't get dropped by Conor McGregor. Tyson Fury got dropped by Francis Ngannou, right? And it's one thing to be like, oh, it was a fake punch, but you can see from Fury's reaction when he hit the ground, unless Fury's an Oscar-worthy actor, that he was really hurt. The other thing that you forgot was Mayweather didn't elbow Conor McGregor. Fury was so desperate and in so much trouble, you can actually see Fury intentionally elbow Francis. It wasn't no play scripted elbow, and Francis just ate that joint and just went right at Tyson Fury. And the other thing that you're missing is Floyd Mayweather didn't have a black eye and visible bruises from his encounter with Conor McGregor. So trying to make it seem like this was some scripted fight and that Tyson Fury was playing along. Nah, bro. Like Tyson Fury really got his behind handed to him. And of course, Usyk is going to say that Tyson Fury wasn't really Tyson Fury in that ring. We played you audio of Usyk saying when Fury got dropped, he started yelling Fury instructions. He doesn't want to diminish the value of that fight. Usyk, yo, bro, like, come on, man. It does you no justice to devalue the skill of your opponent, especially if you're Usyk. You want that fight to sell. If you're Usyk, you got to do damage control for Tyson Fury. Usyk is now Tyson Fury's best public relation person, because Usyk wants to increase the value of that fight. Zhang, of course, Zhang is going to say the same exact thing because Zhang is also trying to get a fight. Zhang is also trying to put himself in position to be selected. But the reality is, we know what we saw. We saw Fury get beat. You can sit here and try to make it seem like that was scripted, but there's no way Fury is going to intentionally script the fight where he's going to take an L. So there's no way I'm buying that was a script. I mean, you can, but I'm not. The other thing that tells me that it wasn't scripted is Fury really thought he was going to be able to fight Usyk on December 23rd. He didn't think
If he really thought he was going to fight Usyk on December 23rd, I promise you wouldn't have taken this fight.
He didn't think it was going to be a fight. He thought it was going to be a mismatch. He thought it was going to be a glorified sparring session. That's why he scheduled the fight for December 23rd. That's why Usyk showed up. That's why he hopped in the ring. That's why he said prior to the fight, if Usyk isn't ready to fight me by December 23rd, he will get sued. He said that before the fight. It wasn't until after the fight that Fury was ready to change his tune. So come on, man. I just can't roll with that. I just think a lot of people are making excuses in trying to avoid what they actually saw, which was Fury really got dropped. Fury really got hurt. Fury really threw a desperation elbow because Francis was putting it on him. And Fury really lost. That's what you saw. And I like Fury just as much as the next man. I'm not like, and this is why we bring up the flip-flopping when it comes to you, G. I've been Team Fury from day one. I picked Fury to beat Vladimir Klitschko. I picked Fury to beat Deontay Wilder every single time. I've never picked against Tyson Fury, and I thought Tyson Fury was going to dog walk Francis Ngannou. Even with all that, I cannot lie and act like I didn't just see Francis Ngannou beat up Tyson Fury.
Tyson Fury is praying for his life.
Yeah.
Oh, you see, again, now
I'm praying for my life.
I'm fighting for my life.
Hold on. They understand what I'm saying? I'm being clear. So this flip-flopping nonsense it has nothing to do with what I'm saying. I believe Ngannou won.
This flip-flopping nonsense is very relevant.
But what I'm saying is,
I'm going to tell you why it's relevant. Go ahead.
Yeah,
I'm going to tell you why you flip-flopping is relevant.
Tyson Fury didn't take the fight serious, or this was all scripted where it was going to be a controversial fight, but they were still always going to give Tyson Fury the victory because Tyson Fury is the current champion, and it's an exhibition match anyways. You know what I'm saying? What has me going like, this whole thing seems odd is the fact that the WBC ranked him now. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, it's an exhibition fight, so why are you even ranking this guy?
It wasn't an exhibition fight. It was an actual fight. It wasn't an exhibition.
All right, well, let's just say now it's an
actual fight.
It's an actual fight, right?
Yes.
What happened to honoring your mandatories, right? Like, when was the last time we had a mandatory? Was
Fury never should have been allowed to fight Francis Ngannou from the beginning, which is what Phil's been saying, what I've been saying, what everyone's been saying.
I know. So now,
but you won't say
why
that
I'm flip flopping, because it's like It's like you're making justifications for them breaking rules, and I'm just like, yo, this doesn't even make sense.
Who's making justification for them breaking rules?
It's like you. I'm listening to you. You making it seem like, hey, it is.
At what point did I make a justification for them breaking rules, G?
Listen, you honestly believe that Tyson Fury was really going to honor that December 23rd date, right? I'm telling you for a fact, he was never going to honor that. And the reason why Usyk showed up is because they played Usyk. They needed Usyk to promote the Ngannou fight because people were like, yeah, I'm not supporting this fake fight. You know what I'm saying? So once they seen Usyk involved, they're like, all right, I guess maybe this is going to be some legitimate thing where Frank Warren and Tyson Fury are like, yeah, you know what? We promise you guys December 23rd, we're going to fight this guy next. Let's just get through Ngannou. So people getting all excited, like, all right, cool. I guess I could watch this fight. Me, I'm like, nah, dog, that's all gimmicks. You know what I'm saying? Smoke and mirrors. And now Usyk is looking stupid because Usyk's thinking we have a December 23rd date. And now out of nowhere, Frank Warren's like, oh, yeah, about that date. Yeah, dead all of that, yo. My man's injured. Come on, son. Like, I don't know, man.
You put your hand up. You want to get in. I'll let you get in there before I
No, I was just saying that this is just a mess. I hear what both of you gentlemen are saying, and there's a way that we can play conspiracy, and there's a way that we can just chop it up as like this is just a whole ball of mess because it looks like I'm never gonna get Undisputed.
That's what
like
I'm saying.
it's really looking like I'm never gonna get it because if you look at it, like I thought that after this fight, if Tyson Fury would have did what he was supposed to do, forget that. They was never even supposed to fight. You know what I'm saying? But seeing that happened, right? Now I can see the road to never having Undisputed happening. Because like you said, bro, now Usyk got to defend that IBF belt. They're going to try to make him do that, right? And then you got Tyson Fury, who I have a feeling he is not going to go in there on February to fight Usyk. You know what he's going to do? He's going to try to fight Francis Ngannou again. Right? And then that's going to happen. And then I think he's going to really try to do some creepy stuff and leave because I don't see Francis Ngannou having him ready for the likes of a Usyk. I just don't see it. You know, that's the guy he's going to use to get him prepared for Alexander Usyk. Nah, for some odd reason now I'm starting to think we're never going to see this. And if we do, I have a long rant.
Yeah, so let's get back to the thing. I'm gonna tell you why your flip-flopping matters, because like I said, everything you said, I put down everything I want to respond to. You have the tendency to be kind and give the benefit of the doubt and even have bias towards fighters you like or fighters that put forth an agenda that you have. So, for example, you really didn't like Fury. You used to trash Fury.
I still don't like him.
Okay, but you like him better than Usyk, and that's your agenda.
Oh, that's not true.
Yes, it is true. Yes, it is. Yes, it is true, bro.
Correction. I don't like either or more than the other. I just feel Fury.
You just feel, yo, all right, so I'm going to stop you right now. I let you speak without interrupting you. Don't interrupt me again. You like Fury better than you like Usyk. And it really isn't about whether or not you like Fury, but Fury pushes the agenda you need to argue that Wilder's better than Anthony Joshua. So as long as Fury can beat Alexander Usyk, you can make the argument that Deontay Wilder is better than Anthony Joshua because Fury beat the man who beat Anthony Joshua, and Deontay Wilder only lost to Fury. So that's what you're trying to do. Just like I pointed out how you and Complex, when y'all were like, "Oh, Helenius is a good fight for Anthony Joshua," y'all knew that the odds were Anthony Joshua wasn't going to be able to KO Helenius with one punch in the first round like Wilder did. So you knew that was going to give you the argument to be like, oh, he couldn't even take out Helenius and Wilder did it in. And that's the same argument that Complex ended up making later on after the fight. That's why
you just talk about me. I never made that argument. That's Complex.
That's why you root for Fury. You root for Fury because he demolished Deontay Wilder. And if Usyk demolishes Fury, then the edge is going to be with AJ. When people say, well, AJ lost to the better fighter, so AJ is probably, they're going to look at it and be like, well, we give AJ the edge. So that's why. And you're on record picking against Usyk every fight he's ever had. You picked against Usyk. You picked Chisora to beat Usyk. You picked Joshua to beat Usyk. You didn't want to pick Usyk against Daniel Dubois. You really wanted Daniel Dubois to win, but you said you're picking Usyk, but you're rooting for Dubois, which we really know what that means.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying? Hold on.
Just another correction.
I'll be letting you finish, dog. Why you be cutting me off?
Hold on.
I just want the record to reflect every time, because it'd be like, yo, why does Caden get like this? Caden be chilling. But when Caden brings a fire to people, they got to keep interrupting them.
No,
and Caden doesn't do that to nobody else. But go ahead.
I'm just adding a correction.
Go ahead.
I also picked Usyk for the rematch with Joshua. So I just wanted to throw that out there.
Yeah, but that doesn't matter. That's like,
doesn't matter.
Yeah. Which brings me to all you're doing is bringing back another point. You picked Andy Ruiz. I mean, you picked Joshua to beat Andy Ruiz. And then when Andy Ruiz beat Anthony Joshua, you and Complex got up jumping and hugging each other, you know what I mean, celebrating that Andy Ruiz beat Anthony Joshua. Then for the rematch, you and Complex was so cocky picking Andy Ruiz, talking about how AJ never had a chance, how AJ was always overhyped, how AJ was a bum. And then in the rematch, Anthony Joshua won, and y'all was sitting there, and Ned made his little video clowning y'all or whatever, and y'all had to eat crow, right? Again, you're only proving my point. You flip-flop, bro. You make agendas. You only picked Joshua to beat Ruiz because he was a heavy favorite and the odds were in his favor. But deep down inside, you really wanted to see Andy Ruiz beat AJ. And when you saw Andy Ruiz beat AJ, that's when you flipped and hopped on his side like, oh, I'm picking him in a rematch. And that's when AJ beat him and you had to eat crow. You wanted to see AJ beat Usyk. And you picked AJ to beat Usyk. But once you saw Usyk beat AJ, then you flipped and you went on the same side with Usyk. You wanted to see Wilder knock out Tyson Fury. But once Tyson Fury whooped Wilder's ass 3 times in a row, in my opinion, but definitely the last 2 times can't be debated because he stopped him, right? Once he did that, you flipped on the same side as Tyson Fury, and now you want to see Fury beat Usyk to push your agenda, which is make Wilder look legit. And that's what I'm getting at.
So
you
that's
against. Okay. Go ahead, respond.
Andy Ruiz, I'm not even gonna lie. Yeah, I flip-flop on that. So I'll take that one. But in regards to Usyk and Fury, I promise you, it doesn't even matter because I know that Wilder and AJ are gonna fight. So because Wilder and AJ are gonna fight, the other 2 gentlemen don't matter for that fight. You know what I'm saying? So if Usyk beats Fury, who cares as long as Wilder beats AJ? So that's irrelevant. You see what I'm saying? I just honestly believe when I look at the skill sets of Fury and look at the skill sets of Usyk, and then I look at the style and the size, I just lean towards Fury. So I'm like, yo, I think Fury's gonna beat Usyk.
Thank you for saying that. Because now you're pointing out your bias. Because
Can I just finish? There's no hidden agenda.
That's what I've been trying to do, but go ahead.
Yeah, but there's no hidden agenda for me going like, oh, yo, I'm hoping secretly that Usyk loses this, that, and the third. I'm like, bro, I believe Usyk's gonna lose. That's why, hence, I made a bet about the fight.
Great.
You know
Now, in response to that, you believe that Usyk was going to lose to Derek Chisora. You believed that Usyk was going to lose to Anthony Joshua until you saw him win, and then you flip-flopped on his team, and then you went and you picked Usyk. Now you believe that
that's a flip-flop. So just observe a fight and see.
It is a flip-flop. It is a flip-flop. It is a flip-flop.
That's not no flip-flop.
All right, I'm gonna tell you right. All right, so let's go back to the Anthony Joshua, Andy Ruiz thing. Originally, Ned picked AJ. I picked AJ.
I already admitted.
Hold on, bro. Yo, you can't keep doing this, bro, because you're being disrespectful now. You got to stop interrupting me, fam. All right, thank you. So originally, Ned picked AJ. Trill picked AJ, and I picked AJ. When AJ lost to Andy Ruiz for the rematch, I picked AJ. Ned picked AJ. Trill picked AJ. You were the only one who changed your pick based on the last fight. We stayed the same. So you flip-flopped.
So
And
that's how we define flip-flopping.
Bro. It is. It is. Because AJ ended up winning and Andy Ruiz ended up losing. We stayed with our original guy even when the odds weren't in his favor. You always pick the person who's favored or whatever, but even still, you do flip-flop. So now let's go with Usyk versus Anthony Joshua. I picked Joshua. Ned picked Joshua. You picked Joshua. Trill picked Joshua as well, but he was on the fence. He was like, yo, he could pick Usyk. He picked AJ because of size. Now, when Usyk won that fight, by the way, let's not just say that I picked Joshua, but I said it could be a close fight. It's in the air. Trill said it could be a close fight. It's in the air. Ned said, yo, AJ's going to slaughter him. You said Usyk was Ukrainian soup. You spent the whole time bashing Usyk. You spent the whole time talking about how Usyk couldn't compete and how Usyk was going to get slaughtered like a lamb. That's what you were saying in the buildup. Then Usyk goes and beats AJ. And then when we go to the second fight, the rematch, you pick Usyk the soup. You go with the soup. You don't even pick AJ. I still pick AJ. Ned still picks AJ. This time, Trill picks Usyk. But you picked the guy you said was soup. You, of all of us on the screen, you were the one who gave Usyk the least amount of chance to win. We went over it. We were like, yo, what are the chances Usyk can win? You gave him the lowest chance. You went from giving him the lowest chance to hopping on his side. That's what I'm talking about. Then you go to Fury Wilder. You picked Wilder every single fight and you were wrong. Now, all of a sudden, you're Fury's biggest cheerleader against Usyk. And you're telling me none of the bias kicks in about you being wrong. None of
your narratives is amazing, man. But go ahead.
My narratives are amazing. And tell me when I'm lying.
You're lying now. I don't care about Fury.
What did I make up?
You're saying now I'm Fury's number one cheerleader? Like, oh, I literally don't even care about Fury.
Bro, you became Fury's number one cheerleader on this show, fam.
How?
Are you?
when it came to fighting Usyk.
Can I jump in? Can I jump in? Yes.
So then y'all pretty much saying if Spence and TC do their rematch, you're telling me if I pick TC, then I flip flop? That's the argument y'all are making.
No, G.
Because TC gave Spence one of the worst beatings we've seen in a undisputed fight.
Yeah,
in
but
like the history
Usyk
of boxing.
did the same thing to AJ. Usyk did the same thing to AJ.
No, he didn't, bro. That fight went the distance. G. That fight went the distance, bro.
Yeah, but still, AJ looked bad. What I'm saying is AJ looked bad, right? So I'm like, yo, it's safe to say
how can you
win the rematch, and that's
AJ going the distance and losing a fight going the distance is the same as what TC did to Earl Spence?
That's not what I'm saying. Now, hold on. Listen to what I'm saying, right? Now, you could either win by knockout, you could win by decision, right? But we know when there's a clear victor. Usyk was the clear victor in that fight, right? So I'm like, yo, I don't see AJ pulling it off. So I'm going with Usyk. I'm not flip-flopping. I'm riding the Usyk train or whatever. I'm not doing none of that. I just see what I see. You know what I'm saying? If I see a guy losing, I go, it's a strong chance you're probably going to lose in the next one. Unless I believe there's certain things that you can improve that's going to get you the victory the next go-around. I didn't see that with AJ. That's it.
Okay, so what happened with Wilder then? So what happened with Wilder then? Wilder got stopped by Tyson Fury in the 7th round in the corner looking like he saw a ghost, a UFO, and a spaceship all in the same room. And you still pick Wilder for the trilogy over Tyson Fury. Even after Wilder said he was dead and had an autopsy, you still pick Wilder in the trilogy over Fury. So you're telling me AJ's performance against Usyk in the first fight was worse than Wilder's performance against Fury in that second fight?
All right.
You still picked him.
I'm about to explain something because the way you put things together is just amazing, right?
You mean facts?
Reality. Reality. I picked Wilder, right? I'm a Wilder supporter. You understand that, right? There's no denying in that, right? I thought Wilder won the first fight.
And you're not an Usyk supporter.
Hold on.
Right?
Let me just explain something. In the second fight, he got dominated, right? But I was like, hey, maybe Wilder didn't anticipate a brand new Tyson Fury because this wasn't the same Tyson Fury from the first fight. A completely new guy. So I was like, whoa, you know what I mean? So then now it's one of those, I was like, I didn't really even want to see a part 3, but when they made it happen, I was like, yo, whatever, Wilder, you can pull this off. Let's make this happen. Wilder tried, but he failed. So I was like, yo, it's safe to say it's over, Wilder. You just can't beat Fury. It's all right. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not asking for a part 4. I'm just like, yo, Fury got the best of you, bro. It is what it is. Just like I think Usyk got the best of AJ. It is what it is. I'm not comparing those two guys to the other two guys. That's it. I'm not saying, because Fury beats Usyk, therefore Wilder beats
You're done.
AJ. That doesn't even make sense.
You're done.
You know what I'm saying?
You're done. I got you. You said you picked Wilder because you're a Wilder supporter. And you said, yeah, he got beat up badly in that first fight, but you thought maybe he wasn't at his best. Maybe
no, not in the first, the second fight.
The second fight, maybe he wasn't at his best. Maybe he didn't take him seriously or whatever. Who does that sound like you're talking about right now? The same excuses you're making for Tyson Fury versus Ngannou right now. That's the same exact thing you did for Deontay Wilder after the world saw him get one of the most vicious beatings we've ever seen in the heavyweight championship fight. You gave him the same benefit of the doubt that you're giving Tyson Fury right now in the fight with Francis Ngannou.
No,
and why? And why? And why? Because you're a Deontay Wilder supporter.
No,
and you wanted him to beat Tyson Fury. Just like you want Tyson Fury to beat Usyk. So you're doing the same exact thing you did back then. You're giving the benefit of the doubt to Tyson Fury and ignoring all the other evidence that supports the fact that Tyson Fury got his ass whooped and he's not who you think he is. But go ahead, Ned.
Hold on, before Ned talks, because
all right, go ahead.
I know you like to change subject, but with the Tyson Fury Ngannou fight again, just to reiterate, I said Ngannou won that fight. Fury did look bad, right? But the difference is Tyson Fury is fighting a guy that's not a professional boxer. So I don't know if Tyson Fury took his training camp serious. It didn't look like it, right? That Tyson Fury that fought Ngannou does not look like the Tyson Fury that fought Deontay Wilder. So I'm just, again, that has nothing to do with bias. It's just an observation.
It does.
Anybody
it does have everything to do with bias, G. I'm gonna prove it again. I watched Anthony Joshua go 12 rounds with Jermaine Franklin and beat Jermaine Franklin for the entire 12 rounds, and you come on here the next morning and diss him and say he looks like food and Wilder would eat him alive. Now, what would you be saying about Joshua if he got dropped by a dude making his professional debut? If he got bullied by a dude making his professional boxing debut? If you replace Tyson Fury's performance with Anthony Joshua, you would have came on here the next day screaming, he's food for Wilder. You and Complex would have been high-fiving, he's a bum, because you don't like AJ. Again, you're giving the benefit of the doubt to Fury because you like him better than Usyk, and you can't even see your bias, and that is crazy to me. But go ahead.
You're making the assumption. You're making the assumption that I'm
he ain't flip-flopping. He's just going with whoever winning.
Yeah, you summed it up beautifully, just like that. Just like that.
Yo, G.
Like that. Yo, how about this? We can. I'm gonna let you go, Ned, and then we'll let the people in the comment section decide if you a flip flopper. But go ahead, Ned.
G, it may not seem like flip flopping to you, but 1 minute you have extreme views on these fighters. And then right now, in this segment, it sounded like you was a supporter of Usyk. when like a couple months ago, it did. It was like Usyk needs to stay sharp. He needs to stay focused. When his fight happens, he needs to show up and perform. Hold on, G. Let me finish. A few months earlier, you were like, Fury's gonna body bag this man. I'm like, you sure, G? Body bag, food, yo. It's Ukrainian soup. All of this.
Ukrainian soup is back on the menu.
You gotta see this point, though. You gotta see this point where we're coming from, G.
I'm trying to walk with that, but you know what makes
You're
no
not
sense?
even being on the fence. Objective.
This is weird because I make bets with Ned.
Yes.
And Ned knows we didn't just make a $500 bet. I doubled up on this fight. It went from $500 to $1,000, and I'm still on Team Fury. So it's like, you're saying I just flip-flopped to Usyk, but why would I double up?
It sounds like you're in support of Usyk when he was Ukrainian.
But that's what he was. And that's what Katie was trying to say, that you became a cheerleader.
I'm arrogant, right? I say a lot of arrogant things sometimes.
You just said it. You became.
But I'm the type. But hold on. But this is the difference. If y'all calling me being honest and saying, you know what, I made a mistake. If that counts as a flip flop, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like that's weird. That y'all are saying a person being observant, seeing like, oh, this guy's better than I thought. That's automatically a flip flop. It just means, yo, he proved me wrong. You got that. You know what I'm saying?
No. TC proved me wrong. TC proved me wrong. Well, G, with you was different, dog. Usyk went from being Ukrainian soup to being a bum, to being the dude who couldn't beat Chisora, to being the dude who couldn't beat AJ.
Y'all ain't never been wrong in y'all lives?
Huh? Now we're saying this, G.
Exactly.
You saying that you met the Fury. You ain't the Fury cheerleader, though.
I'm the only one that admits it. I'm like, all right, yo, you got that. Let's move on. You know what I'm saying? Like,
all right, so you ain't flip flopping, G. You cheerleading, G.
I remember
how. In what way, man?
I was just laughing though, because I just remember.
In what way?
Like
whoever wins it, you gonna cheer for them.
Hold on.
Whoever wins it, you gonna cheer for them.
He needs advice. You need advice from your dad. Go ahead, Kaden. Talk.
True. Go ahead, True. You got the floor.
I was like, I get what you said, G. But what had me was the whole Fury cheerleading thing. Mm-hmm. Because, yo, G, you don't remember? You attacked me. Like, Trill, nigga, I put up 1,000 right now. Nigga, Fury gonna crush you. Mm-hmm. You became the biggest.
Yes.
I'm taking all bets.
Yo, that's
how I feel.
Me, G.
I still feel that way. I still think you're gonna beat Usyk. I'm being honest, yo.
Okay, great. Now here's the point that I made, G. And again, the tapes are here, and we do this on. And this is one of the reasons. This is one of the things that started this whole show, because of situations like this. I said you're biased toward the fighter you like, G, and you are, and I done already pointed it out.
That's everyone. That's everyone's biased.
Okay, so then accept it. So why are you admitting it now, but you try to deny it just
because you're trying to make an exception, like I'm the only one that has bias when everyone has bias in boxing.
I never said that you're the only one who has bias. I clearly stated you have a bias against Usyk and a bias in preference of Tyson Fury in these discussions. That's what I did highlight. I didn't say you were the only one who had a bias. I didn't say you're the only one who have the fighters you like. I never said that. But when we talk about this topics, you clearly give the benefit of the doubt to Tyson Fury in a scenario where it's Fury versus Usyk. Now, if it was Fury versus Wilder, you give the benefit of the doubt to Wilder, which we already know. When it was AJ versus Usyk, you really don't like AJ, but you just didn't think Usyk can beat him. As soon as you saw Usyk can beat him, you hopped on Usyk's bandwagon because you really don't like AJ. You really don't like AJ, but you didn't think that Andy Ruiz can beat him. Once you saw that Andy Ruiz can beat him, you showed your true colors and you hopped on the bandwagon of Andy Ruiz. That's the point I'm making. You're a hedger, bro. You don't keep it $150. And that's what really happens here. For example, I like Earl Spence better than I like Terrence Crawford. I knew that the odds weren't in Earl Spence's favor, but I wasn't going to flip-flop and ride with TC. I knew that Terrence Crawford probably was going to beat Sean Porter, but I like Sean Porter better than I like TC. So I picked Sean Porter, and I roll with my fighter. What you do is you hedge, and then you do all this stuff, but your bias comes out and that's what ends up happening, dog.
That's
That's
so
all
weird.
I'm
I
saying.
don't hedge nothing. I pick. I just pick. I never go, oh, I just go like I'm going with so-and-so. If they win, they win. If they lose, they lose. You know what I'm saying?
All right, bro.
And
All
I'm
right.
quick to
Yo,
always
it's what
admit
you
when I'm
say
wrong.
in between two, though, G. It's what you say. Like, you never heard me say TC wasn't a good fighter. You never heard me say TC was food. You never heard me say TC was garbage. You never heard me say any of that stuff. I just said I just like the other fighters better. But, I mean.
Yo, listen. So you're telling me if I just feel a guy's going to get violated and I state my opinion that I think homeboy's going to get violated, but that homeboy proves me wrong and he shows like, yo, this dude's that dude. And I go, my bad, I was wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, it's like, yeah, now y'all like, yo, that's hedging.
That's not.
Oh, it's not.
Nah, bro, that's not what you do,
That's
though,
just me
G.
trying to remove my bias. That's if anything, I'm removing my bias and
No,
going.
you're giving your bias to that
That's not
fighter.
what you're doing.
You're giving your bias to that fighter.
No,
now.
you're not. It's not even that, yo. It's you got two fighters. Like I done already pointed out. I'll point it out again this one more time, and I'll just leave it alone. You see what you want. You don't like AJ, bro. You act like you like AJ, but anyone who pays attention to this knows you don't like AJ. You don't like him. So AJ's fighting Ruiz. Yo, pick AJ only because you don't believe Ruiz has a chance. But you're picking AJ and you're rooting for Andy Ruiz. And once Andy Ruiz beat AJ, your true feelings for AJ came out, and you showed that you you were so happy it was the end of AJ. You were so happy you were about to witness the end of AJ.
That I'm objective.
Yeah, exactly. You were so happy you were about to witness the end of AJ, and you became Andy Ruiz's biggest cheerleader. Now, this is the point I'm making. You became Andy Ruiz's biggest cheerleader, and that's where you flip. Because you weren't keeping it, oh, I'm just making my picks based on whatever. You come out like, yo, put a G on it, yo. Andy Ruiz. You actually bet Ned that Andy Ruiz was going to beat AJ in that fight, and you lost, and you had to pay Ned. That's what I'm talking about. You go straight on the bandwagon, dog. You don't even keep it like, yo, AJ. You were like, yo, AJ's done. So there's that. Then you had Usyk versus Anthony Joshua. You really don't like Anthony Joshua, dog. You really don't like Usyk either. So you could have gone either way with that. But you picked Anthony Joshua to beat Usyk. Once you saw AJ lose, you hopped on Usyk's bandwagon. But let's be clear. Prior to you hopping on Usyk's bandwagon, you made it seem like Usyk was a bum who was going to lose to Chisora, lose to everyone, didn't belong in the heavyweight division. You called him Ukrainian soup. You were Chef G. You didn't even think Usyk was going to have a chance against AJ. But your bias kicked in. As soon as you saw him beat AJ because he helped G's cause, the destruction of AJ, seeing AJ go down. Once he contributed to your cause of hating AJ, then you hopped on his bandwagon. Right? Now, yeah, exactly, bro. So now that we're at this crossroads, right, of Usyk versus Fury, you got to go with the lesser of the evils for you, which is you need Fury to win so you can make the argument that Wilder's still that dude because he only lost to the best heavyweight in the division. You want the stuff that pushes your narrative, G, and we all see it, dog. It's as clear as day. The fact that you can even fix your lips to say you like AJ is blasphemous.
How about this? Y'all could call me a flip-flopper. Y'all could call me a hedge or whatever. But one thing I'm not, I ain't a liar. I promise you, Tyson Fury and Usyk, their fight has nothing to do with Wilder and AJ.
All right, so you're not a liar. You're not a liar.
Hold on, just like
you're not a liar.
Huh?
You're not a liar.
I didn't say that. I'm talking about me.
Let me ask you one question then. Let me ask you one question then. Answer it honestly.
Mm-hmm.
Do you like AJ?
Yeah, I like AJ. I do. And I like what he says. I do. Yeah, I'm dead serious. Yo, I actually like the guy. It's just I like other guys better than him. That's all. You know what I'm saying? So now, when you see this will mess up my train of thought with that, yo. All I'm saying is pretty much I could departmentalize this guy from that guy, from that guy to that guy. I'm not going like, oh my God, because Tyson Fury beat Wilder, and therefore I have to always ride with Fury. I'm not doing that. You know what I'm saying? Like, Fury does a lot of clownish stuff that I just can't get behind. So it's like, I don't care. Like, listen, if Usyk beats Fury, I'll be the first to say, yo, Usyk, salute. You the best of this era. I didn't have no faith in him, right? I done said it on this show. I ain't had no faith. if that's classified as a flip flop or whatever, I'm just a person that's observant. You know what I mean? Like I see the skill sets, I see this, I see that. I go like, nah, you too small, son. There's no way you're gonna beat this guy. And he pulls it off. I go, yo, that's crazy. You know, I was wrong. I can admit when I'm wrong. But again, if I change my pick, it's not because I hate the other person or I love the other guy or whatever. I'm just making a logical decision. Like, yo, it looks like you're gonna lose again, so I'm going with that guy. The only time I would ever hold on, let me explain something. The only time I suppress my feelings, if anything, the argument could be with Wilder. You know what I'm saying? So it's like that's why when you was talking to Wilder stuff, I didn't object. It's all the other stuff that I was like, yo, come on,
Yo,
come on,
G,
man.
stop it, bro. G, you don't even see it. It's crazy to me. Yo, Usyk fights Daniel Dubois. Daniel Dubois punches Usyk. Hold on, Usyk. Yo, wait, you picked Usyk. You did. But Daniel Dubois punches him with a borderline shot, right?
Bro,
Usyk still gets up. Usyk, hold on, wait. Usyk gets up, finishes the fight, stops Daniel Dubois. You come in here, yo, that was a clean punch. Daniel Dubois should be heavyweight champion of the world. Yo, now I know he's food for Fury. Now I know Fury's going to get him. Now when we see Fury lose to a dude who isn't even a boxer making his pro debut, you come in here, yo, we can't judge him off of that. That dude isn't even a real boxer. You think that makes it better or worse? Right? Oh, we can't judge him off of that. That dude is a real boxer. We got to give Fury the benefit of the doubt. Like you gave Usyk? Like you give Joshua?
I'm going to say this.
Come on, bro. Come on, bro.
You in the grave right now, and you trying to get out. You in the grave right now.
Same exact opinion that I gave about that fight.
Yeah, you pick Canelo. You pick Canelo versus Charlo. And then you go on Twitter and scream, "Let's go, Charlo!" Exactly. That's a clear flip-flop, G.
That's no
G comes here. Yo, G comes here like, yo, who you got? Canelo. 5 minutes before the fight, let's go, Charlo.
Yeah. Okay. So what? And that's not a flip-flop. That's not a flip-flop. I literally said on the show. I literally said on the show.
Trill, come back here.
I said on this show.
Come back here.
I'm picking Canelo, but I'm rooting for Charlo.
Your name, should I get him, Trill? Should I
get him?
Hold on. Let me just say this.
Hold on, let me finish
it's literally on the show.
Hold on, I'm going to finish him. Hold on. I'm going to finish G right now. We picking David Benavidez versus Anthony Durrell. G picks Anthony Durrell. We tell him, pull the tapes up. Go ahead. Pull it up. It's on the internet. We tell G, you crazy. Benavidez is going to kill Anthony Durrell. G picked Anthony Durrell. I think the dog still got some in him. He watches Benavidez dismantle the dog. Now G's the biggest Benavidez fan on this show. Now G acts like he discovered Benavidez on this show, dog. Come on,
this is why when you got friends like these, you don't need enemies, dog. For real. Remember this, people. Remember this.
Tell me I'm lying.
Remember this. Because yo, listen. Once we ended that segment, he knows what I said. But he's gonna use this against me, so it's cool, it's whatever. You know what I'm saying? Listen, now I'm not gonna deny I got a lot of bias when I pick my fighters. I always pick the hometown player. Hey, it is what it is.
No, you don't. You picking Benavidez over the Boo Boo right now.
Wait. Hold on.
Flip flop.
No, but let me explain why. Let me explain why. Which I explained when we talked about it initially. Your man Boo Boo was so inactive. It'd be foolish for me to pick him. And the only reason why I didn't pick him, remember, I was like, yo, this is crazy. You know why it's funny? If I'm a flip-flop, then Caden's a flip-flop. And I'm explaining why. Caden was the one that used to brag about the predictions and, yo, your percentages is horrible, G, blah, 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 blah. So I was like, all right, yo, I guess I got to now just make my decisions based upon who I think is going to actually win, not who I'm favoring. So then I started going after who I think is going to actually win. And all of a sudden, now I'm a flip-flop. Like, yo, you can't have it both ways. You gotta pick one. It's like
I say you root for the losers. Hold on, G. Hold on. Let's be real. Hold on. Let's keep it $150. Trill knows me. Trill been watching boxing with me my whole life, dog. Yo, before Rolly Romero's fight in Tank, I pick Rolly. Trill's looking at me dying laughing. Go pull the video. He knows that I know better. He knows this. But I pick Rolly. Why? Because I'm just having fun, dog. It ain't that serious. Plus, I did think Rolly had a chance of pulling the upset, and you saw Rolly did all right until he wasn't. You feel me? But I have fun with boxing, dog. This is what I'm talking about. Like, I don't. So take Sean Porter versus Terrence Bud Crawford. I thought he was a live underdog, so I picked him. I know the odds are 7-1. The odds are that TC is going to beat him. But hell, I want to see Sean Porter beat TC. At that time, I was rooting for Sean Porter. I'm not lying. So I picked Sean Porter. What G would do? Let's reverse it. What would G do? G would go on camera, pick TC, and then moments before that fight be like, let's go, Porter. I don't do that. Every time I'm on this show, I pick who I'm rooting for, bro. The history will show that. I will say it.
You see, it's like you're painting a picture, and then people gonna believe this in the comments. Like I did.
Yo, it's on camera, bro.
Hold on. Whoa. I never did that. What I did is this. What Ned's talking about, I said it on this show. I'm picking Canelo, but I'm rooting for Charlo. I said it literally in the segment. So it's like I'm not denying it. You know what I'm saying? Like I broadcast.
But you're making my point. You're making my point. I picked Sean Porter, and I never said that I'm picking TC, but I'm rooting for Sean Porter. You know why? Because I'm willing to take the heat, and I do take the heat.
That
comes with my picking Sean Porter.
I'm taking the heat right now, right? For something that has nothing to do with anything, but y'all made it into this. Yo, G must have a hidden agenda to support Fury, which to me is just asinine. But hey, whatever. I'm entertaining. I'm walking with y'all. You know what I'm saying? But now it's like, yo, I pick something. Dudes is like, yo, why you pick him? I'm mad at you pick him. I go, all right, cool. I pick for another reason. Yo, I'm mad at that too. And I'm like, yo,
nah, that's not it. See, G, you're being dishonest, G. I'm gonna tell you how. When I pick against TC, and when I pick Sean Porter, it's because I'm really rooting for Sean Porter. Now, I think TC has he's most likely going to win the fight. He's a 7-1 favorite. But I want to see Sean Porter beat him. So I actually picked Sean Porter to beat him. Because at that time, not that I didn't like TC's fighting ability, I felt like he was holding up Undisputed. So I wanted to see Sean Porter beat him so I could see Undisputed. So that's what I was thinking. So I don't hedge, bro. I don't come out here and be like, TC's the better fighter. He's former Undisputed at 140. He can fight southpaw. He's knocked out his last 7 opponents, blah, blah, blah. I don't give you that stat. I don't come out here and hedge. I say, yo, I'm picking Sean Porter. I give you the reason why I think Sean Porter's going to win, and I root for Sean Porter. Sean Porter loses. I show up the next day with braids. I call myself Showtime Caden. I still show love to Sean Porter. I still don't do, you know what I'm saying? Which is different than what G does. And then the next fight, I don't show up acting like I'm TC's biggest supporter. No, I don't do that. I don't act like I discovered TC as a fighter to the point where people will forget that I picked Showtime Sean Porter to beat him the last time. I don't do that. You do that. People who tune in there who think you picked Benavidez and you discovered Benavidez. You act like me and Trill didn't know about Benavidez years before he even hit the boxing scene.
And G, you was rooting for Severn over Wilder, yo. Stop it, man.
Yeah. Well, we don't even need to go back that far.
And I'm just going to clear this up while we're talking about Sean. Never liked the suits. Still not a fan of the suits. You know what I'm saying? That ain't never changed. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but the reality is, and I've seen Trill do the same thing. We could have Adrian Broner versus someone, whoever. Trill gonna pick Broner. He know deep down inside Broner's probably gonna lose, but he's riding with his dude.
So Trill can have bias, but G can't have bias.
It's not a bias when you're rolling with your guy, dog. This is what I'm trying to say to you, G. You leave your guys.
Oh my
Basically,
God.
like Ned said, you were supposed to be riding with Bermain.
I'm still Team Wilder. I never left Wilder. I'm still Team Wilder. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, you're still Team Wilder. But
there ain't no but. Dog, I'm still Team Wilder. What was
You're
you
still Team
saying?
Wilder, but now you're Team Fury as well.
I ain't Team. Yo,
Yeah.
watch your mouth. I am not no Team Fury.
Yeah.
It just, I believe Fury's gonna
okay. Hey.
just like, so y'all telling me if I picked Usyk over Fury, then I'm automatically Team Usyk?
Yo, here's the point
What
I'm
are we
making.
talking about here? So y'all saying pretty much a person can't be objective. Y'all can't. So a person
Yo,
can't.
it's a difference between being objective and then just driving the bandwagon. Like the way
I'm
you
not
talk.
driving. I don't even like the dude. I'm being honest. I don't like Fury. Like
I like Fury actually.
God bless
I do.
you.
Hold
God,
on.
that's not me.
Hold
That's
on, bro. You should go back to our original when we first started the show, and G was all about Wilder, and I picked Fury. I will go toe to toe with G in Complex, picking Fury. I never picked Fury to lose a fight ever since we started. I never picked Fury to lose a fight. Now let's fast forward to this Francis Ngannou situation. Even I, as an objective Fury fan, am admitting to what I saw and what I witnessed with Tyson Fury. And now G, the agenda-driven G, who doesn't like Fury, but thinks we should give him the benefit of the doubt. It was all scripted. But you see how crazy that's to me is weird. And I've been the Fury fan, but G's sitting here talking like the Fury apologist. Go ahead.
I'm not saying to give Fury the benefit of the doubt. I'm just saying, look at the evidence. It's safe to assume that December 23rd date was never going to happen with Usyk. It's all smoke and mirrors. That's what I said. But y'all paint a whole new picture like, yo, this has something to do with Wilder. And that it's a conspiracy theory so that Fury is still better than Usyk because for somehow I'm linking it back to Wilder. I'm not doing none of that, bro.
Your name is Conspiracy G, so why can't we make a conspiracy against Conspiracy G? You know what I'm saying? Hey,
I don't understand. I'm trying to understand y'all. I'm trying to walk with y'all.
How about this? All right, we'll move forward. We'll move forward. This is crazy. I did not expect this segment to go this long, but I'm not mad at it. Yo, in the comment section, we want to know: is G a flip flopper or is he just an objective observer?
No. That's not the question. Am I a flip flopper in regards to Fury and Usyk?
No. See, G wants to. We're not isolating. No, even
now, hold on, Kaden. You made this argument about Fury Usyk, and I was like, that doesn't make sense.
All right.
I gave you all the other. I gave you the.
All right. Fine. We'll make it about Fury Usyk. All right. We'll limit this to G with Fury and Usyk. Is G a flip flopper when it comes to Fury and Usyk, or is G an objective observer? If you think G is a flip flopper, please write in the comment section. G slides, okay? And so,
y'all gonna miss me when I'm gone, yo. You know what I'm saying? What would boxing be without G? You know what I'm saying?
If you think G is an objective observer, write Team G. Hashtag Team G. Okay, so that's what we want. I just want to close with saying this briefly. I mean, geez, I do think he was planning on fighting Usyk on December 23rd because Fury said that. He said in an interview, as clear as day, if he's not ready by December 23rd, we will sue him. We signed a contract, so he's got to go. And he changed his tune after. Also, I don't feel sorry for Fury because he's the same man who tried to bully AJ into fighting him immediately after AJ lost to Usyk. Said 60-40 split, and you can go watch on his show. I pointed this out. I was one of the first people who pointed this out. You can check the tapes. Watch his show with the Furies, and you'll see him go through the negotiations with Anthony Joshua, and you'll see him on that phone saying, you got 5 hours, and you'll hear his team say, yo, give us more time. And Fury's like, nope, and he hangs up. As he tried to bully AJ into accepting the deal, and AJ was ready to accept the deal. They're working it out, and then it doesn't happen. As much as I like Tyson Fury as a fighter, as much as I believe in Tyson Fury as a fighter, I don't think there's any shame to him losing to Francis Ngannou. As I pointed out, Francis Ngannou is one of the best athletes in the world. He started off in boxing. He's been a kickboxer. He's just a fighter. You can't put a label on Francis Ngannou. You put him in a fight, he's going to find a way to compete. There's no shame in that. But what there is shame is in the way that Fury's been acting, the way Fury's been moving, the way he's been doing Anthony Joshua in the contract negotiations, even the way he made Wilder. And like, you know, he's negotiating to fight Joshua in Saudi Arabia. Meanwhile, he's promised Wilder a third fight and has to go to arbitration. The way he was moving, I'm not a fan of all that. So I can like Fury the fighter, but find issues with the way Fury the man moves and the way Fury the man does things. And that's where I'm at with Tyson Fury. What?
I'm just being childish. I said,
what you say? Either way, I don't think that Tyson Fury is going to be ready by then. I'm not surprised, but perhaps maybe he's learned his lesson because he was moving a certain way and now he's being exposed. All right, I'm done, Dollar Bill.
Let us know how you feel in the comment section. Please like and subscribe. Check us out on Instagram and Twitter. And please check out our podcast on all major streaming services. This felt like a live video. We are the Boxing Bros.
That's what shame of yourself.
I feel it in my soul. Gotta get my money right. Came so cold in my cell, all them lonely nights.